Luxury can be seen through different things. It could be seen in the watch you wear, the brand of automobile you own, your footwear, or even the type of restaurants and places you visit. Other than this, I'm pretty sure you have come across a building while surfing the internet, wondering just how much it must have cost the owner to purchase or build them. Of course, many jaw-dropping mansions exist, but in this video, our focus is the top 5 most expensive mansions that the world has ever known. The emphasis is on the price tag, why they have such prices as their value figures, and the owners of these mansions. To begin this video, let's check out this $248 million mansion. Number 5. The 4 Fairfield Pond. With a net worth of more than $4 billion, it's not surprising that Ira Rennert would have been able to afford the building of this luxurious mansion. If one thing is sure, there was no way he would have known that his investment would double over the next couple of years. What do we know of the 4 Fairfield Pond? First, we know it is named after the pond surrounding the property. Outside lies the 10,000 square foot museum with a $500 million art collection, a garage that holds as many as 100 cars, alongside 3 large swimming pools. You can bet that the prolonged island heat would not affect its inhabitants and visitors to the 4 Fairfield Pond. The interior, however, is what makes the building more attractive. With a 94-feet dining room, the mansion can conveniently sit 105 people. Who needs a Broadway live performance somewhere far away when you have a 164-seat theater with a large stage within your compound? With 21 bedrooms, 18 bathrooms, 1 playhouse, and 2 pool houses, this edifice sits on 63 large acres of land. Aside from being one of the most expensive mansions, it would interest you to know that the mansion has one of the most expensive hot tubs in the world, worth $150,000. Yeah, you heard that right. All this for $248.5 million. Number 4. Villa Les Cedres. To be honest, this mansion is the only one on this list with an expensive pond. If you ever have a chance at visiting this mansion, or perhaps you have $410 million to purchase it, one of the things that would interest you is the innovative man-made pond. The view of the whole mansion is simply magnificent. Villa Les Cedres is a 187-year-old, 18,000 square foot, 14-bedroom mansion on 35 acres. Well, many of the world's most luxurious and expensive houses conventionally have a link to the French Riviera. So if you're ever in the area, you should know that you are up for a breathtaking experience from the view and the sheer feel of being in this location. While Villa Les Cedres, sitting along the coast of Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat, might not be the most expensive mansion in the world as it once was, it remains one of the notable top mansions ever built in the world. From grand sitting rooms to exquisite chandeliers, the interior of the edifice makes it worthy of the price tag. Aside from the pond, which is undoubtedly fascinating, the gallery is another intriguing part of the mansion. Well, it cannot really be called a gallery, but it has all the workings of a magnificent gallery. Talk about a wall that contains priceless 19th century pictures. Many people fancy Villa Les Cedres for different reasons. For some people, it could also be the garden. For the villa to be nicknamed a botanical garden, that should tell you how well versed the gardens are. Talk about near extinct flowers and plants. It is in fact one of the top 10 biodiverse gardens in the world. Number 3. The One. This might actually be a relatively strange name because you want to ask, what one? But for a $500 million building, no one really bothers with how weird the name might sound. The multi-million mansion was craftily designed to sit atop a hill in Bel Air, and while you are in the mansion, you get an undisrupted view of the Los Angeles basin. Needless to say, the house is gorgeous. If you're in doubt, look at the 20 fully furnished bedrooms, 8 of which are meant for staff, and a 3-bedroom guest house. The comfort and joy it brings to those who inhabit it is next to nothing. And for a bedroom that costs hundreds of thousands to furnish, comfort should be the last thing to be worried about. With 2 massive dining halls and 30 toilets, it is evident that the designer took a cursory step toward making sure that guests are well placed. The design and decoration of the one are pretty minimalistic as opposed to some other names on this list, which prices the designs and decorations worthy of a palace. But make no mistake, it remains a classic. 30-car garage, aquarium walls patterned with glowing jellyfish in the private nightclub, 5 outstanding luxurious swimming pools, a 10,000-bottle wine cellar, and a state-of-the-art home cinema. It is all that you would expect of luxury at this price. Number 2. Villa Leopolda. Once again, we have another magnificent structure by the French Riviera. It seems like a perfect fit for the true elites. Even the once richest man in the world was rumored to have owned this building. However, there was no definitive evidence for this claim. Wow. That said, what makes the Villa Leopolda number 2 on this list, and many others? At $560 million, Villa Leopolda is the most expensive mansion in Europe. That should count for something, shouldn't it? As you must have guessed from the name, the villa is named after King Leopold II, who was, in fact, the one who built this masterpiece. Marble floors and finishes are what capture the interior of this villa. It effortlessly incorporates an outdoor swimming pool and 11 king-sized rooms. The placement, designs, and arrangements are designed to fit a king. Talk about stunning black baths, royal chandeliers, art pieces of thousands of dollars, a private cinematic and bowling experience, extravagant ballrooms, and the gorgeous Villa Leopolda's garden like that of Les Cedres. King Leopold II isn't the most liked face in the world, but this piece of his transcends all hate and reproach you could have towards its patron. And even if none of its amenities would capture your attention, you are in for a ride with its breathtaking scenery. Number 1. Antilla. Antilla is the most expensive mansion in the world, and surprisingly, it is in the bumbling city of Mumbai, India. It is owned by the wealthiest man in India, Mukesh Ambani, and is named after the mythical island Antilla. But before we go into the interior parts of this mansion, the exterior part is equally captivating. On site, you might be tempted to believe this building is as high as 60 floors, but it's just 27. The height of each floor is so high that people confuse the actual number of floors. Now let's go inside. 6 floors of the 27-floor mansion are dedicated to the parking garage. Just how many vehicles are expected to be in the building, right? 168 cars. The mansion features a spa, an entire floor for vegetation, a snow room, 1 private health center, a ballroom, and a 50-seat private theater. Transportation through the building is powered by 9 high-speed elevators, which all sit on 7,000 square meters of approximately 400,000 square feet. Needless to say, the quality of the interior decoration done by Leighton Holdings reinforces the luxury. No 2 floors use the same materials or design. Who doesn't love short background stories about things? The building is divided into 6 sections: earth, air, fire, water, sound, and light. Additionally, did you know that in 2008, the city of Mumbai was caught up in a grade 8 earthquake that shattered many million-dollar homes? Surprisingly, Antilla didn't feel a thing. And for a building that sits at almost 600 feet, that is simply remarkable. But nothing less should come from a mansion worth $2.6 billion. Which of the mansions on this list do you find astonishing, and would you rather visit? The infallible Antilla? The royalty-patterned Villa Leopolda? Perhaps it's the Botanical Villa? We'd love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video if you found it insightful, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.